So let me give you guys some insight on me because I don't think I've really been that insightful about me and my personal details. So let's go. So I grew up in Highland Park, which is a part of Northeast LA. Back in the day with less traffic, we would say that I was about 20 minutes out of Dodger Stadium. From there, I grew up and I went to two different schools. I went to Chanel Way Elementary School in Herman Park, and then I went to Buchanan. There was a Bobcat. From there, I ended up going to Luther Burbank Middle School, and yeah, I went to my high school was Benjamin Franklin High School in Los Angeles. And if you guys know, one, I'm Hispanic, and then two, Benjamin Franklin High School played a major role in the Chicano movement back in the day. So with that, we always had different organizations coming to campus and talking to us about the Chicano movement and Chicano culture because it's so rich. And as a Chicana, I always grew up watching the George Lopez show, and just being a Chicana, I embraced. And so it was very like notorious for me to be like, hey, I want to know more about this. It relates to myself, my family, and yeah, let's study it. So I had the privilege in my senior year to go to a program called the Sal Castro Foundation. I was one of maybe two students or maybe five to be chosen to go and do this Chicano retreat program up in Malibu, and that was very insightful. I met and I had the honor to meet Paula Cisneros, something like that. She was one of the student advocates back in the day, and it was just very empowering going to that retreat and talking about Chicano history and meeting someone who was able to go through so much adversity, make it, and want to be a mentor for other Chicanos to come. Then the college that I chose to attend was Cal State LA, and Cal State LA was super big on Chicano history, and we also had the Sal Castro buildings and stuff like that. So I have always been very stoked to hear about history with my people, and even the American Revolution. That was something that for me really captivated me. So I was always taught to go to school and represent my community in a way, and making sure that we always went to school, because I grew up middle class, and my dad told me, if I'm breaking my back, you better make sure that you use your brain when you go to school instead of breaking your back like me, because you have all the opportunities ahead of you. You just have to know how to use them. And because of that, yeah, it's who I am, my morals and everything, and Chicana at heart and stuff like that. So it's difficult not being in Los Angeles and having that rich community that's the Chicano community with our food, our culture, and coming somewhere to Virginia, which is the East Coast, which is totally different even in terms of demographics. So yeah.